In this video, we're going to just briefly talk about choosing your domain name. Now, there's a couple things to keep in mind when going out and getting a domain name for your site, and this has definitely changed recently. So, in my opinion, and from what I've read from a lot of other people kind of in the SEO niche, is it's no longer ideal to try to stuff your keywords in your domain name. So it used to be, you would find a keyword to target, you'd go out and get a domain name with those keywords in the domain, and you were good to go. It's actually no longer the case, in my opinion, and in many other opinions. And in my opinion, that's actually based off of what I'm seeing with sites I'm trying to rank. So it's actually for me out there doing it. It's no longer ideal to just stuff your domain with keywords. I prefer now to go with a branded domain. So a domain that you can kind of brand that isn't necessarily geared around a specific, one specific keyword. So no kind of exact match domains. The easiest way to explain this is just to give you an example. So for the keywords I had picked out in the previous videos, the keyword I was targeting was how to swing a golf club. So in the past, if I could get the domain howtoswingagolfclub.com, that would be wonderful. Well, that's actually no longer the case. That's not what I go for. Instead, I go for branded domains. So I would go for golfswingcoach.com, golfswingguru.com, golfswing HQ, or any kind of just a branded domain that's not necessarily a keyword you're going out and trying to rank for. Now, the reason we do this is because when we start building backlinks, one thing that has definitely changed with building backlinks and doing SEO is you really have to be careful about over optimizing your anchor text. So if you get your exact keywords in your domain and you start building a lot of URL links back to your site, which you want to do, it can kind of throw off your optimization and you can become over optimized. It's much better to go out and just kind of get more of a generic branded domain name, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And I've just really seen better results lately from going with branded domains versus exact match domains. Now, exact match domains, I'm not going to say they no longer work. If you have just a very, very low competition keyword that really no one else is targeting, and you go get an exact match domain, you will definitely get a boost from that. It definitely still helps. But if you're kind of trying to build a little bigger of a site, and maybe there's some more competition in the market, I've found that a branded domain works much, much better. It's a lot easier to kind of keep your optimization within what Google's looking for, and it's really the route I would urge you to go. So again, the old way would have been to get howtoswingagolfclub.com. I prefer to go branded, which would be like, golfswingcoach.com, or just any kind of non-keyword related. I'm still getting golf swing in there, but then I kind of added in a random word like coach or golf swing guru or golfswingtips.com, anything like that. Something a little more general and branded. So that is my suggestions for going out and choosing a domain. So you can go out and get your domain. I usually just use GoDaddy. I put a link below for them. You can use whatever domain registrar you prefer to use, but go out and get your domain. Do keep it on topic with your keywords, but again, I prefer to go more branded, and that is what I would actually urge you to do as well. So go grab your domain, and we'll move on to the next video.